Chazak Baruch, good morning everyone. Katov, Chazak Baruch for a beautiful Selichot and Bezrat Hashem, a beautiful month of Selicha v'Chapara and Teshuvah to be accepted, Bezrat Hashem, for us and all Bnei Israel. So we're continuing Siman Reish Nun Gimel Seif Hey, and we spoke about yesterday if a person asks a non-Jew to warm up his food, on Shabbat in a non-allowed way. So what would be in that case? So here, continuing a little bit on that vein, is says the Rama, if let's say the food was still a little bit warm, still edible, and now he let's say on his own, the non-Jew on his own takes that and warms it up further. Meaning you could eat it already in that state, but he warms it up further for you on his own. So in that case, he says that would be allowed to benefit from that because you could eat it on your own anyways. And even though, yes, you're enjoying the benefit of now it's warmer, now it's nice, it's the ideal way I would like to eat the food, but technically because I could have eaten it even the state it was in before he warmed it up, it's okay. It's not. There's no change in the actual body of the food. I mean, it didn't go from cold to hot. It went from edible to edible plus. So that is still, so that's not a issue, and one could benefit in that case. The Mishnah Berurah, the Chafetz Chaim, adds that if one commanded the non-Jew to do it, and the food was again in an edible state, if he asked the non-Jew, hey, can you warm that up for me in a way that it's not permitted, of course, that's what we're talking about, warming up in a non-permitted way, and then only afterwards he found, I wasn't supposed to do that, but nevertheless, if it was already still warm and edible, then the Jew could still eat it on Shabbat. Another case he brings is, let's say, it's a dafina. So let's say a dafina that's a little bit warm or coldish or edible. So maybe let's say the meat I could eat, but the potato I can't eat this cold. So in the same food, there's certain items I could eat like at different levels. So he says, as long as there's one piece in there that you would eat, then we could consider the entire thing like you would eat. We look at it as one thing, and you would eat the meat even at this stage, but you wouldn't eat the potato. That's too cold. I wouldn't eat it at that stage. But because you would eat the meat at that stage, now you put the whole thing on, we look at it, okay, I would have eaten part of it, then I could consider it as if the whole thing's not changing from cold to hot, and that was where it's more of a issue. The last thing brings down the Yakut Yosef is that, but it is worse if the if it's not that we're talking about a non-Jew, we're talking, let's say, a Jew that's Mechalel Shabbat. A Jew that's Mechalel Shabbat is worse, meaning a Jew has a commandment to keep Shabbat, and if he's the one that's heating it for me in a non-kosher way or whatever it is, then one cannot benefit in all the situations. Where a goy is not commanded to keep Shabbat, so we still have a command. We're not allowed to tell the goy straight out to do things for us. There has to be certain situations when, if it's there's a sick person, if there's a oneg Shabbat issue, there's many. Is it a derabanan? Is it a deoraita? Then we could maybe use the goy, but certainly not to use a Jew. And therefore, all these types of things are more strict if it was a Jew that's Mechalel Shabbat that did this for you. Okay, that's that for today. I want to, we have here, Albert is back, unfortunately, after the passing of his dear father-in-law, Mr. Jack Sabach. We want to send our condolences to your wife, Joelle, and the entire family, your children. The Shiva is going to be, she got back yesterday, so the Shiva is going to be today, tomorrow, Thursday, at 42 Overbrook, from 4 to 6:30 p.m. If anyone wants to go and give their condolences. Minchat tonight at 6:20, and the ladies' shiur at my home tonight is at 8 p.m. Have a good day, everyone.